Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to a camera that's not quite where it's supposed to be. All right. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? Okay. Let's make sure everything's working here. Hello, me. Hey, right back at you, buddy. All right, what do we got going on here? Hey, Super Frank, what's up? What's up? Just read the dev diary. Yes, for Victoria 3. I hope they push through and come out better on the other side. Yeah, in its core, it's still the game that I love. So I hope they tweak stuff, polish this update, and bring this game back to its glory days. Yes, I know. This is kind of a bittersweet dev diary to read. Yeah, very interesting stuff there. It is kind of cool though to see them be very honest about things. Hey, just said Harris, what's up? What's up? Hello, Ham and friends. I hope the Serb ice is good this morning. Yes, yes, it will. We are starting a fresh new run as Serbia. I'm excited to hear about the AI update that's coming for Victoria 3. Yeah, after the hot fixes for the Great Wave. I hope they make the AI even more competitive in big ways. That's what it sounds like they're aiming for there, right? So that now they're a worthy opponent. Hey, Jack, what's up? What's up? Hello, my friend. How you doing? It's a shame about Victoria 3. I'm waiting until they fix it up a bit before playing it. Yeah, I mean, I find it to be difficult to talk about because personally, I hate to say it, I haven't run into tons and tons of bugs. I'm not saying they don't exist. They definitely are out there. People are posting about them. But it's playable, right? Now, there is some AI problems, and it does seem like the AI doesn't know how to build their fleets and everything, right? But I still think it's a very playable game right now. It's not as... I think it's not as bug-riddled as they would let you on to believe, though it seems like there really are some. So, yeah. Hey, LaPlace! Good evening to you. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. I think my comments on Discord could be solved with the quality of life updates. Yeah, that they tease. And I think that seems like that's coming sooner than later. Maybe as soon as like next week or something. Hey, Swoljel, hello, my friend. I love the game too, and I want the best for them when they release patches. Victoria 3 is my favorite multiplayer Paradox game. Yeah, I wish I could do more multiplayer. You know, I think the only multiplayer I've ever really done was that session I did with you, those couple sessions. And it was a lot of fun. I can't dedicate enough time because of the kids. And speaking of the kids, you can see, it's kind of hard to see right now, we have the Barbarians at the Gates counter at the bottom there. Because, of course, first episode of the series, big new EU5 update comes out. Both kids are home from school today. And my wife had to go into work, so it's just me. So... the Barbarians at the Gates counter is going to keep track of how many times those kids come and knock on this door, and I got to put the short break screen up real quick. But they're under strict orders. So throughout this morning's stream, apologies if I just have to take a very quick, very momentary pause and go to the break screen. I go to the break screen because I don't want my kids' faces on the stream or anything like that, but it'll be very quick. My CK3 run ruined, by the way. As Sardinian, I have 5 wives and 5 of them died and left 2 challenges. Oh no, oh no. That sounds like a CK3 run. Unfortunate their streak of positivity. Steam review DLC on release has come to an end. I know. They're riding so high, right? They're riding so high. They had a good run going, that's right. You gotta prioritize your kids over me. That's right. I will someday. Hey, RS Champ, hello. Hey, Ham, looking forward to this one. Being Serbian myself. Yes, awesome. Yeah, that's great. I'm glad to have you. What's cool is, so this is the first, I guess we'll kind of call it repeat country we've done, because we did a Serbian run in Victoria 3, so now we're doing the prequel here in EU5. All right. No coming to you, Dad. No coming to you, Dad. Workday for Ham Kid. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't quit on the CK3 run. Some of the best narrative stories come from the unexpected. It's a very good point, right? All right, so let's get started. So we're going to load into the game first, and then we'll look at the achievement we're going for. But we are, you can see we have Fate of the Phoenix going. We're on 1.2. We've got all the new stuff. Oh, the stream is probably going to stutter for a second because every time you load a game in EU5, it does. Unfortunately, the EU5 DLC also hasn't been taken amazingly either. Really. I've been a little disconnected. I haven't been looking up as much of the reception on this one. It came out yesterday, and so my son was home yesterday too. So a lot of my time was dealt with that. So I have to catch up on that. Although I've been enjoying the free update, I haven't tried the DLC. Okay, I think we're gonna get some of it affecting us here. I haven't done an offline Byzantine run yet. But we are going to start as the Kingdom of Serbia. Let's turn Iron Man on so we can get those achievements going. Let's get a cloud save going. Serbia stream. EU5 is more playable than Victoria 3. I think the new patch should help it out. Nice. Oh, hey, better be a better game master. Hello. Vicky Hotfix is in. Yeah, they released one today, right? Nice. I got to read through the notes of it. I haven't been able to do it. I was actually busy this morning trying to put together a tutorial video for Victoria 3, which I'm finding difficult with all the hotfixes coming in left and right, which is why I've been a bit delayed. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. Serbia encompasses fertile lowlands and plains in the north, crisscrossed by the mighty Danube and Sava rivers. In the south, the landscape transforms into rugged forested terrain and eventually the towering Dinaric Alps. Serbia emerged as a significant regional power under the Nemanjic dynasty. Founded by Stefan Nemanja in the 12th century, his royal lineage laid the foundation for a unified Serbian state, began to solidify its Christian Orthodox identity, and sought to establish oh my god, why? In my head, I've been saying it like all day. I can't say the word. I can hear the word in my head. I can't say it. Quasi-classical autonomy. Oh my god, that's incredibly embarrassing. Incredibly embarrassing. All right, this effort culminated in 1219 when the Serbian Orthodox Church gained independence. Under the rule of Stefan I crowned, Serbia's territorial expansion accelerated, and the acquisition of coastal regions on the Adriatic Sea secured access to maritime trade and introduced Western influences. Stefan's son, King Radislav, promoted the country's cultural development, fostering education and art, and monasteries like Studentia and Zika flourished, housing precious religious manuscripts and frescoes. Despite the many recent advancements, Serbia now faces external pressures and internal divisions. The Mongol invasion in the 13th century inflicted significant damage and conflict within the ruling Nemanjic family, particularly between King Stefan Uros II, Milutin Nemanjic, and his brother King Stefan Dragan Nemanjic, further weakening the state's unity. But perhaps the tide is turning, as the strong rule of King Stefan Uros IV Dusan Nemanjic has begun, giving him the opportunity to change the tides of history. All right, so what do we got here? In the meantime, I will switch back to my other favorite grand strategy game, Football Manager 24. Yeah, go back into Minecraft. I'm sure after some time, my Vicky 3 sense will tickle again. And I can dig myself back into that game. Nice. Yes. No kidding, reasonable delays. Yeah. I'm not sure if Serbia got any content for the DLC. So it seems like, so they didn't get specific content, but it does seem like what's happening with the Byzantines and the Fate of the Phoenix affects us in some way. So there's going to be something that pops up when the Fate of the Phoenix hits. We don't get the event here, but it tells us that there will be some stuff that happens. And there is a Serbia-specific achievement. Early morning stream things. That's right. That's right. We love your pronunciations have to add to the entertainment value. Well, I'm glad they do something. I'm glad they do something other than embarrass me. Hey, Jabba, what's up? What's up? How we doing? I see we are back in the Balkans. That's right. That's right. New DLC in the Balkans. That brings us back to the Balkans. Hey, and Yuri, hello, hello. How are you? Good to see you. How's everything going? All right, so let's look at some of the content here. So we have Bastina grants. So this sucks. We don't want decentralization. We don't want lowered taxes for the nobles. A disaster. Curse of King Stefan Uros III Dekanski Nemanjic. Interesting. We have a disaster. So I guess either when he dies or when we become an empire, we might get this. Okay. An estate privilege for the peasants, garrison size, fortification maintenance. That's fine. We have a policy. Oh, lowered costs for founding towns. And expanding raw materials time. All right, we go to traditional economy. Meh. Krajiska Lastella. Ooh, minus 5% max control. We are going to have to get rid of that privilege. Zupa districts. Okay, that one seems fine. So we have this policy. Plus 10% levy size. Okay. And mimicking the Phoenix. Okay, okay. And the Saxon mining privileges. Okay. Sounds good. Oh no, the sub did not renew. Okay. Waiting. Yeah, Java 80 streak. Woot woot. You gonna try a bit of manual trade, how the trade system has been reworked? Yeah, a little bit. I want to try it. I haven't been able to like test it out tons, but we're gonna give it a try. So before we dive into everything, let's take a look at what we're going for here. So where is it? Yeah, of course I had to pick one of the hard ones here. Here we go. Stefan's dream. As Serbia, conquer Constantinople, reach empire rank, and control Stefan Dusan's empire. So we got some work. We got some work ahead of us. Yeah, do trade orders. We will do them. We will do them real good. All right, so let's clean everything up here. Possible rivals. We're going to just kind of rival everybody around us, because... Well, we're definitely going to rival the Byzantines. So where are they? Oh, I guess I could just search for them. Biz. So we'll rival you. We'll rival Hungary. Now, I wonder... will it be possible to get Bulgaria on our side? I want to try to see if we can get an alliance with them, because when we go after the Byzantines, that might be helpful. So, I don't want to rival them. What about... Oh, what about the Ottomans? But they're not very strong. We want strong ones. All right, what about Naples? All right, let's do it. This way we got our prestige up. We got a bunch of children to educate. Who's this guy, though? Younger brother? Definitely military. What's she good at? Alright, we'll do you diplomacy. Military ability. Alright, you're good at military. Go study military. Also pick the most difficult patch to do it now. The AI is better. Yeah, you should check out the new Conquest Desire map mode. Oh, interesting. We'll check that out in a second. I think I did check that out in my test run. I had a little bit of a test run yesterday. That was the other thing. The DLC came out yesterday. So I only had one day of a test run on this. All right, we got to get some government reforms. So we definitely want to do autocracy, get our crown power up. Crown power is only at 13%. Then, in terms of everything else here, the trade network office seems pretty good for us. Plus 15% trade advantage. We're in somebody else's market. And it gets us to plutocracy. So we'll do trade office network. Hey, AJ Buwalda. Hello, hello. EU5, the one game have yet to get my head around. Yeah. I mean, honestly, it is a tough one. It takes some time, I will say. Surprised you didn't name this run Serbia. I know. So, I used the name Serbia Enthusiasm for the Victoria 3 Serbia run, and I wanted to use that name again. I was wondering if I should be like Serbia Enthusiasm 2, but this technically would be a prequel. So I was like, no. Serbia deserves another name. So we're going with You Got Serbed. It shows where the AI has the most desire to conquest. Yeah, so you can see how they are likely to expand. Very nice, very nice. We definitely want to give the burghers, who are now the Mistancevo. I want to give them building rights. I definitely want to get more peasants. Or, not more peasant levies. So we're going to go with that. Let's keep an eye on where everybody's at here. And then... yeah, progress toward capital economy. Now, control over coinage. We have silver. This and the minting thresholds. I kind of want to do that. But, well, the Vlastella are happy, so let's do control over coinage. Because, see, I really do want to add the trade capacity one. Oh, tax efficiency. Oh, God. All right, we'll do one more here. We'll do treasury rights. All right, we're starting off with these guys not too happy with us. So, Serbia Enthusiasm -1. Yeah. Yeah, Serbia Enthusiasm -1. I'm trying to think what a good, like, prequel movie name was that we could have used. This is a good substitution for a Vicky 3 run. Yes! This run's gonna be absurd. Oh, man! Yes! AJ! Oh, nice. A man of my heart there. Alright. Or a person of my heart. Before you served your enthusiasm. Yeah. Serve your enthusiasm with a vengeance. All right, so we're good there. Cabinet actions. I'm going to come back to that. I want to do the tech first. So we basically just got to get through this. So we're going to do this. I want to get down to maximum RGO size in rural because we're going to have those silver mines. Then we'll get institution growth, monthly diplomats, and then that. All right. I am indeed a man. Okay, cool. Because, yeah, I don't actually know who anybody is technically, other than screen names here. Screen names. Man, I'm dating myself. Usernames. Okay. Where's our silver? So we got silver here. Is that the only source of it? I want to increase control in these places, basically. Come on, tooltips. So we got a couple. Oh, tell me. What's the... Oh, man, we got 2 here. And what's control looking like there? So this is our main capital state. Oh, yeah. All right, so we're going to use a cabinet action to increase control there. In Kosovo. And then, quite honestly, I might do it where the other one is. I don't know. That might be a bit overkill. Where's the other silver? So got one down there, we got one there, got one here. So we have 7 of them down there, almost no control. Oh, we don't control any of those. Okay, and then there was like one over here. There it is. And this is in... Okay. Alright, well, the other thing I want to do is... I would like to do centralization. So we're going to change societal values to centralization. Let's hire some people up. So we have one person who needs admin ability. And one person who needs this. Perfect. So, Milutin Petrovic. And you're a burger. Excellent, we got a burger on the council. Ivan Stratsmir. I choose you, Pikachu. We don't get vacation time. Oh no. Screen names. I know, right? Every time I say that, I'm like, oh my god, I'm really dating myself. With Paradox Games, yeah, you're about 90% certain. Yeah, that's true. I would ask you to play the Netherlands, but that seems a bit self-serving. I love it. I love it. Well, we just did that one. We just did that one. All right, possible diplomatic actions. So we have a subject here. We're going to improve relations here because we're going to want to annex them at some point. We're not going to do anything there. We're not going to do anything there. Yeah, unhappy estates. Underage heir. Okay. Now let's build some stuff. So we're going to want to build some silver here. And let's get a road going. How much is this road going to cost us? 177, yikes. So we'll wait on the roads for when we get a parliament that'll give us a discount on it. Oh, let's take a look at our market too. What's our goods at? I should have looked at that first. So we're below base price here. Masonry. We're below base price here. Although I should be looking, is any of that because of burger imports? Oh yeah, I love too now. Yeah, they separate that stuff out. I forgot, yeah. And then the lumber. They have exports, no imports. That's good. Tools. Ugh, yikes. Tools is not looking good. All right, so we're going to be building ourselves some tools after we get these RGOs going. And then lastly, glass. Glass is going down. Okay, good. And now let's look at the budget. Let's fix it. Let's bring the fort maintenance down. Diplomatic spending. We don't need nearly as much. We have 2.5 right now. Oh, legitimacy. We do need to increase that a little bit. Let's just keep it level right now until we get these RGOs built. Stability. Let's tax people. Let's get them down to 40. And really tax you. We're finally not Catholic, so we can actually tax our clergy. That's nice. We'll just keep these guys level. And then for this deficit right now, we'll mint our way out of it. Until we get these initial mines here done. I think we're almost ready here for the unpause. Serve us up a few more names, AJ. Yes! All the dad jokes. You know I love them. Sub badge check. Oh yeah, no, nothing's popped up yet. Are we gonna have a Serb plus of silver? Yeah, we will. That one makes the bell great for sure. Oh my god, you guys are on it today. I'm working under Arts and Music College today. Okay, nice. All right, we're ready for the unpause, my friends. Away we go. New market underway. So we are in the Dubrovnik market, which belongs to Ragusa. So we'll need to eventually... Ooh, music is flourishing here. Now, I don't want to go for broke here, because we do have a little bit of financial woes. We have we have no military, no navy. Oh, you know, that reminded me, we do need to get a sergeantry going. So we will spend the money for that. Ooh. Bulgaria have offered us an alliance. Yes. We'll take that for now. We can always use an alliance. Because I have a feeling the Byzantines are going to be a coming at some point. Are we going to have a go at Yugoslavia? Yeah. I mean, I don't know necessarily if that's a formable in the game, but if it is, then yes. Absolutely. So I guess they would be your peers across the Atlantic. Oh, so here we go. Yeah, so we do have something here for the fate of the Phoenix. Word has arrived from Constantinople. It appears that the ancient imperial seat is troubled, its authority fraying under the weight of discord and decline. For generations, the fate of the megalopolis has shaped the order of the Christian lands of the Balkans, binding our histories through faith, each sword keeping the other in the sheath for the most part. Now, as its grip weakens, the balance that once governed our borders grows warily uncertain. Some among our influential families urge caution, warning that the fall of such a pillar would unsettle all who share its right. Others speak more bluntly, that old guarantees are fading, and that what was once settled by tradition may soon be decided by force. In these uneasy times, of course we choose... Wait, oh, the course we choose will echo far beyond our own kingdom. Yeah, so this was the thing I was thinking of. While the Byzantine Empire undergoes the fate of the Phoenix disaster, we will be given opportunities to capitalize on their weakness. So it does sound like the new DLC content has some effect on us here. And then the Turkish threat. Born from the ashes of the dying Seljuk Sultanate, a small territory of Osmanoglu, Gazi Orhan Bey, was initially overshadowed by more powerful neighbors. However, the vision and ambition of the Ottomans would prove far-reaching. As they have recently embarked on a path of expansion and consolidation, carving out their place in the tumultuous tapestry of a fragmented Anatolia. Orphan Bey and his successors skillfully capitalize on the prevailing chaos and divisions within the region. With each victory, the Ottoman Principality grows stronger, attracting warrior scholars and ambitious minds eager to participate in this rising power. Their strategic marriages, shrewd alliances, and military prowess gradually turned a modest state into an empire in the making. I always forget that it seems like the devs at EU5 are a lot more verbose than the devs at Victoria 3. Events in Victoria 3 are much shorter. But yes, we got that. So we do get the Rise of the Turks event here, but there's not really anything we can do about it. I guess we just get to keep an eye on it. Seven shrewd sir swiftly smelted several shiny silver shillings. Nice, nice. Oh, your voice could be a tad louder. Oh, nice. Good to know. Okay, let me do that. Hello, 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 hello. How's that? Okay, we'll see how that goes. Tell me if this now is too loud. Ooh, let it go down a little bit. I'm redlining there. All right. Perf. Nice. Thank you, thank you. I trust Constantinople less than reverse hamcuts. Yeah, where is he? Hey, Just24, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. A bunch of Vicky 3 fixes today, not bad. Yes. Yes. Excited for it. Excited for it. The good old adage, violence is the ultimate authority. Yeah, really, right? Oh, good, good. That's great. All right, nice, nice, nice. Oh, man, the Papal States are declaring us their rival. Now, one new thing we also have here is... let's go to our religion. So we have this, the Pentarchy. So we can do a pilgrimage. It's going to cost more money than that, so we don't want to do that. Let's lower the minting a little bit. I'd like to get as little inflation as we can. We might do another one of these mines. Much of the Serbian Vardar is ruled by despot Hrelja Stefan Omusevich, a powerful magnate of much renown who wields vast influence and is almost independent. Though he is currently loyal to the kingdom, sovereigns of such wealth and authority rarely respect the rule of their overlords for long. Rumors are that despot Hrelja Stefan Omusevich is considering renouncing his vassalage in favor of titles in the Byzantine Empire, or perhaps even the Kingdom of Bulgaria. All right. So if Stromisia has less than 50% subject loyalty at the beginning of 1341, so in 4 years, they will change allegiances and become a vassal of the Byzantines. So what are they at right now? They're at 69. Nice. Or, same thing, but we can also change societal values by 10 towards centralization, but they lose 10 liberty desire. You know what? I don't think we need to take 10 centralization right now, especially since we're currently going plus 0.27 towards decentralization. I'd rather not lose this 10 liberty desire, because that'll put us ever closer to losing them. So yeah, we'll secure the loyalty. I'll wait on building this because it's going to take the rest of our money, and our budget's on a knife's edge right now. Should withstand the Christopher Nolan level music swells. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we have an in-house Hans Zimmer just like falling asleep on his organ. Hey Joe, what's up? What's up? How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Yes, sir. I appreciate your stream, Sam. Public speaking and keeping an audience engaged is something you do amazingly. Ah, thank you, thank you. I hope YouTube keeps you happy and life allows you to stream for us. Much love. Thank you, my friend. Oh, very nice of you to say. Welcome in. What an entrance. That's a 10-point entrance right there. The clicking still hasn't been fixed, huh? Oh, wait, what do you mean? What's up? What's up with the clicking? Just like how much you have to click, you mean? Any big changes with EU5? So, yes. The short answer is yes. So first off, there's some stuff with trades here. Where would I find it? Like, there's now trade orders and everything. Maybe it's in the market screen. Yes. So now we can get offers for trades and stuff like that. We got a new market. Okay. Oh, hey, Cornwallis, thank you for the five-time Prime sub. Oh, man, that is awesome of you. Very, very appreciated. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome in, welcome in. That's an entrance, too. That's a big entrance right there. I appreciate that so much. So yeah, I haven't been able to play around with this new mechanic, but this is going to be a lot of fun. Hey, Wesley, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? Appreciate that. Let's see. So, yeah, let's just give this a try right now, right? What do we have the most of? So create an export order with one trade capacity. The AI will find the best destination each day. Ah, all right. So we'll see how that goes. So this is a new thing. There's also now like the pentarchy here. So if you're Orthodox, you have this and you can get certain benefits for it. Oh, right, Joe. I keep... Oh, you're Cornwallis. Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. I forgot. I forgot about that. The ultra ego. I just drop in my monthly tribute to the suzerain known as Ham. Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Thank you, my friend. Hello there. Hylerian Gaming. Hello, hello. Question. I tried firing up EU5 last night and bounced off the complexity in about 5 minutes, but I feel I'd love this game. Where would you recommend starting to learn the game? Interesting question. Okay, let me read this event and then we'll tackle that. Members of an Albanian tribe from Treblepol, faced with tribal conflicts and poor opportunities, have chosen to leave Illyria in hopes of finding a better future. Not much is known about their current whereabouts, but rumors are that they are trying to settle in Thessaly within Demetrius. Let us see if they find the peace they so desperately crave. Oh, so we're going to be losing some people. Okay. So who would be good? I haven't done a run yet, but I've heard a lot of the Italian states are pretty good to start with. Honestly, I think England is a pretty good one to start with. You start out with the 100 Years' War, but I don't think the 100 Years' War is that difficult. You might not win it, but you have a navy and you can stop France from landing. And once the 100 Years' War is over, it's a lot easier. Sweden's always a good one. essentially, I think what's good to start off with are countries that are not going to get attacked like immediately, so that you can get the hang of like like the economy and the tax base and all that stuff. I guess if you're just starting out, the first thing you got to kind of learn and get the hang of is the system of control and proximity. Because essentially what's happening is the more control you have in a location, the more money you get out of it. So like we have 74% control right now. It's going up to 83. This is the wealth here. But you only get, so there's a total of 1.31 ducats of wealth here, but you only get the percentage of control. So our control is 74%, so we only get 0.94. And that is what eventually comes in here that we collect off of taxes. So I think the first thing you'd want to do if you're trying to learn the game is learn more about how control and proximity affects your wealth. And then how building buildings and stuff like that will affect it. And that'll help you get into it. If you are Orthodox, stop. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? AJ, you may have just sold it to me. EU4 as Japan after that particular DLC was peak. Love to dive back into EU again sometime. Yeah, I know. The Japan run in Vicky 3 is making me want to do a Japan run in EU 5 as well. So... yeah, we are going to get incredibly slow promotion speed. So we really do... need to increase that. Something we could do... no, we need like libraries and universities and stuff. Oh yeah, what can we build here? The Royal Court. We could really use this for the crown power. But this is going to cost quite a bit. Yeah, can we build... where can we build some libraries? Yeah. So we could build one here. Because I believe... is the library in here? Yeah. It gives it to the whole province, right? Can't remember now. So +1 pop local pop promotion speed. But yeah, that's just for that location. So that's not going to help us here. But the next thing that we can do is start expanding our tools. Now we have stone. We have iron, but this is not in the same province. We have like no control there. We have copper. Oh man, right next to us. Oh wait. Ah, damn. Okay. Oh, boy, Ham, you look very sexually tax deductible under specific regional conditions. Wait, what? That sounds awesome. I don't think I get it though. I don't know. I think having my kids home today and having to stream is really throwing me off. I don't think my brain is working well enough. Yeah, but don't you immediately get the War of the Roses right after? May not be good to begin with. Yeah, that's true. That's possible, right? I mean, so I was doing an offline England run before the update came out, and I found once the 100 Years' War was over, I didn't get anything for quite some time. But I think you're also right in the sense that, like, it's a very large country. You have a lot of control issues to deal with. See, I do feel like if Holland didn't get attacked so much at the game start, they would be such a great learner country. You know, actually, I have heard Hungary is a pretty good one. I don't think anybody's necessarily attacking you right at the game start. And you got a lot of stuff. Japan and EU4 is awesome. I also love Bamanas to unite India and make everyone Shia. Oh, nice. Okay. All right, so income going up a little bit here. All right, so we just have a little bit of inflation left. I suppose we could turn some buildings off. I don't think we really need to, though. But basically, as this hires up, we're going to get a lot more income. Because it's silver, so it's very profitable. Oh, you know, something else we can do is our mining laws, or precious metal distribution. We don't have to spend too much for it. So we don't want to ban exports. So we do want to be able to export it. Though I don't want negative 33% income from minting. So I think we'll take regulated export. I'll get some selling efficiency. So we'll do that. Many leaders have fashioned themselves the continuation of Rome, imperial dreams clad in royal purple, and the sight of legendary conquests serve as a major appeal to neighboring Christian domains. However, unlike other false claimants, King Stefan Uros IV Dusan Nemanjic has the making of a legendary figure. Under his steady hand, we will set forth and take what is rightfully ours. All right. So we will be granted claims against Upper Macedonia, Lower Macedonia, and all those other places. Should we complete the conquest of these provinces before the life of King Stefan Uros IV, we will become an empire. Oh, interesting. And gain the ability to proclaim our own autocephalous patriarch. And then King Stefan Uros IV Dusan Nemanjic will benefit from the insatiable ambition character modifier for the duration of his rule. Oh, he'll get extra life expectancy. Okay. All right. So, how old is our guy? So he's only 26. So we do have some time. We have about 9,000 levies that we could call up. A merchant has been lost at sea while trading with the Dubrovnik market, taking all his goods with him to the bottom of the sea. Oh, no. All his goods, a total of 2 ducats. Poor guy. What's the Byzantine Empire's strength at? So here's something new too. I like how they separate this. The levy army size and the regular army size. So they have about 11,000 troops total. Oh, and I think this guy is sick. He kind of looks like it, because now they show that. Yeah, what has he got? He's sickly. Oh, that's all we get. He's just sickly. I haven't played this yet, so I'm going off the old event timing. Could be different now. Yeah, I feel like it's interesting. When I was playing as England, I didn't end up getting the War of the Roses, but in our Holland run, we saw the War of the Roses had started. I wonder if it's because in my offline run, I had won the 100 Years' War, so I was king of England and France. That might have changed things. In our Holland run, France was independent. So maybe there's an event chain that changed there. All right, we have our sergeantry. It's got to higher up. But we'll start getting some manpower. Yeah, you have a good 20 years to get prepared. Yeah, hopefully, right? See, the problem is we're starting off with a pretty weak economy here. Other than those initial things we built, we haven't been able to do anything. And I think what our difficulty is, we have a very low pop promotion speed here. Actually, I guess plus 12 is kind of on par for the beginning of the game. But how many more do we need to hire? Yeah, we need like 1,900 more. Hey, Emperor Renard, hello, hello. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you. There was a CK3 update today, too. Oh my god, all the games are getting updates this week. I had to laugh out loud. It said, patch that your infidelity is known by everybody instantly. This is the Middle Ages, not a Coldplay concert. Amazing. Wait, it said patch that your infidelity is known by everybody instantly. Wasn't that story just insane? I don't know why that became such a massive story. And I don't want to like root for people who are having an affair, but you gotta feel bad, like, you're like, no one's ever gonna find out. You become national news. It's just like the absolute worst. Oh, yeah, your infidelity isn't known. Yeah, I was reading but based on where this is the Middle Ages, not a Coldplay concert. I thought that in my head, even as I was reading is. Yeah, like, I don't know why, of all things, that blew up like that. Now, something else we could do... Actually, something I do like that they changed as well. We have here how much trade capacity we have in the market. And it's showing us our where we rank in our trade advantage. Which is actually very nice to be able to just see right here. But we really need more trade capacity. Now, I'm going to get rid of this thing, because, I mean, we were testing it out, but we don't actually need it. Well, it's Coldplay and Juicy Gossip, kind of the perfect storm. I know, yeah. I think that's the thing. I think it was just so outrageous that, and their response to it, that I think everybody just... I think it was the entertainment value of it. Definitely makes one consider the difference between empathy and sympathy. Yeah, that's a good point. A very good point. Remember when the iPhone was invented in the 13th century by Stefan Jobs? Oh my god, that's... there's got to be a stream name I can come up with that. Stefan Jobs and the iPhone dynasty. Oof. Yeah. We need some employees, people. I'm good. Gonna leave in a few hours or so to do some reenactment lasting until Sunday. Nice. Excited to sleep in a tent with straw for a mattress. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I haven't gone tenting in quite some time. I'd like to go camping at some point. It's been a long time. So much harder now with 2 kids trying to do stuff like that. And they were so suspicious. Yeah, that is true. All right, we are at the hour mark here, so we got to take a quick 90-second break, pay homage to the gods of ads, so that we don't get hit by ads during gameplay. So, 90 seconds, and we will be right back. All right, and we're back. And we're back. Apologies for the extended break there. You can count this as a barbarian at the gate there. Had to order lunch for the kids here. And I was like, I could order this in 90 seconds. Clearly not. All right. But we're back. Thank you, everybody. So what'd I miss? My reenacting LARP days are long gone. I make do with tabletop RPGs nowadays. Yeah, I wish I had a group I could do that with. I would be so into that. Victoria 3 Devout. Yeah, just said Harris. I love that you use those things. I set them up and I kind of forgot about it when I set them up. So I love that you make use of them. All right. Let's get going here. So we need to get more tax base going here. We need more money. That's what we need. How much would it cost us to expand the tooling? 39. I mean, we would make money off of it. Let's do it. We need to get something going. Wait, a gravel road. We're building a gravel road? When were we doing that? I don't remember doing that. I mean, we'll take it. Lunch for kids. Yeah. Back in my days, kids ate the same lunch as coal miners. Yeah, the coal. I know. I should have been like, you guys are on your own. You can have whatever you want in the kitchen. And see, that's the problem. So unfortunately now, whenever this thing shows up, I'm going to have to put a quick break up. Although it's probably going to be about when the next break is. So we're losing people from our autocephalous patriarch here, which is a new thing. It doesn't really do much for us. We're in the one with the Byzantine Empire, and so they're not going to like us very much because we're going to be attacking them. Now, we could try to take some of the land here. Who are these people? A vassal of Albania. Oh, and their overlord is Naples. So how... Oh, our heir is gifted. Nice. How strong is Naples? I mean, we are... Oof. Damn. Yeah, Naples is stronger than the Byzantine Empire, so... Yikes. We were playing Lancer at the moment. It's tabletop RPG about mech warriors. Ah, and yes, you can build your own mech. Very cool. Family first, brother. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I can't wait until, like, both my kids, like, can read well enough, and I can start doing some, like, Oh, finally we got a tech here. Start doing some stuff like that. I'd love to do Dungeons and Dragons with my kids. There was a while ago, when my daughter was 4, I created a character with her. And that was a lot of fun. So she has her D&D character. And it was, oh, what was her character's name? It was, oh yeah, her character's name was Sneak Adventure. And she's a rogue. And she comes from the land that is mysterious. And she carries with her in her pocket her pet goldfish. I think she was kind of just naming things that were in the room because she had a pet goldfish at the time. So there's no way I'm not going to have her use that character when she can finally actually play Dungeons and Dragons. All right. How we doing? Yeah. Yeah, R.I.P. Goldfish is right. Oh, man. I'll tell you, though. That goldfish of hers... I thought that goldfish was going to survive the apocalypse, because... I mean, she didn't clean the tank. Me and my wife had to. And man, there were some times that we went a little longer than we should have. And there's so many times it's like, that poor goldfish. It's got to be a goner when we get back home. And man, that thing held on forever. That was one tough goldfish. Eventually, though, like all goldfish, it returned to the giant bowl in the sky. Alright, what can we do here? Where do we have forts? Maybe we get rid of some. Yeah, do we... I don't think we need one here. The maintenance is only 0.1, though. It's not really going to do much for us. Why is it saying, though, it's 0.58? And then this one, and then that one. So, let's get rid of the one here. Get us a little bit more money. And then maybe, just maybe... There we go. We can stop getting inflation. My godson is 4, so it's going to be 2 more years or so. We have an RPG system for kids. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I love playing Magic the Gathering, and so I want to play Magic with my daughter and my son when he can read. But what's really cool is one year, I think my wife found this. It's basically like a Magic set, but it's all themed around unicorns. I tried playing it with her once. It was a lot of fun, but I realized very quickly, oh, you know, you really need to be able to read to play this game. So soon, should be able to do it. While the Vlastela is somewhat perturbed at the idea of a foreigner working for their king, our Bulgarian minister, Ivan Sratsimir, has been widely praised for bringing fresh ideas and practices to the court. It seems that we can still learn a thing or two from foreign learning. Ah, nice. Prestige and legitimacy. I will take it, take it, take it. Scholars have discovered ancient documents tracing the heritage of the Nemanjic dynasty back to Julius Caesar himself. This must be used to our advantage. So we get prestige or legitimate. We'll take the legitimacy. All right, all right. Slowly but surely getting ourselves into a stable economic position here. All right. All right, so we're getting a little bit more pop promotion here. I would love to expand this some more. I'd love to get more trade capacity, too. I mean, there's a lot of things I would love to do right now. I played Magic the Gathering a lot back in the day. Used to play tournaments, both regular and draft. Nice, nice. Yeah, I never played it that much. It wasn't until my younger brothers started playing it. Especially my youngest brother. There was one year at Christmas, my youngest brother, he always played it with his friends growing up, but he never really, like, shared that experience with me and my other brother. So one year at Christmas, he finally did, and me and my other brother who didn't play it, we went and got a deck, and then we all just kind of fell into it. And it's a lot of fun. To my youngest brother, I was like, why didn't you tell me about... I would have played this with you all those years. Why didn't you ever tell me? All right, Your Majesty, a daughter has been born to King Stefan Eros IV, Dusan Nemanjic. We are told that the baby is named Myrna Nemanjic. Aw, little Myrna. Sounds great. All right. Trolls going up. I have a lot of old stuff that is expensive as heck nowadays. Oh man, I bet. I have a friend in college who who's really into Magic, and he was telling me about how, like, he had been playing Magic since the game started, and so over the years he would just give like duplicate cards away to his cousins, and one day he finally looked up like the price of some of those cards he gave away. He was like, oh my god, he remembers giving away this one card that was priced at like $15,000. He was like, I cannot believe this. All right, so this is our heir, so we definitely want him to get an administrative education. Hey, Maximilian, what's up? What's up? Imagine not playing Rome. Well, I don't see Rome on the map, my friend. I see the Byzantine Empire. But I don't see Rome. Not yet. Although, given what we gotta do, we kind of have to prevent that, because we gotta go take Constantinople. Roman Empire, 27 BC, 1453 AC. Yeah. Yep. We shall see. We shall see. Not if Serbia has something to say about it. Yeah, I know. Dude just started a historian war. I know. Kind of on purpose, to be honest with you. That's one of those things where you step in it and then step back and watch everybody fight it. I started Magic the Gathering at 5th edition in 98. Oh, no. So you definitely got some valuable cards then. Definitely. I don't see Rome. I see the Byzantines. Bro, they're the same picture. I know. That's why I said it. Listen, I don't see Rome. I see all nations. "4D Magic the Gathering." Oh, nice. That's cool. Old man AJ. Yeah, exactly. We're all old, my friend. Well, I guess no, not all, but I feel ya. I'm old too. Byzantine is the term coined in 1556 by Hieronymus Wolff. Interesting. Okay. All right. Man, oh man. Oh, nice. Here we go. So we also we need to get more crown power here. So we got a parliament going. Bolster the government will be nice. So we could do that. Naval infrastructure, institute feudal levies. Ooh, God, yeah, this would be good, but it's not what we need right now. We don't have anything for roads, though we don't have the money to build roads anyway. We got to do this bolster the government, so that's what we're going to do. Oh, and we start out incredibly low. So we lose 1 spiritual retreat. All right. And the clear will lose 10%. Oh, man. But we really need this. They'll get over it. Tax exemption. Ooh, minus 20% tax for the burgers. I don't know if we can do that. We lose 5 prestige. I don't know if this is gonna pass. Oh, if we gave the nobility... Oh, 20% less taxes for 5 years. We definitely can't afford that. All right, we'll see what happens. I mean, we can still get some events that'll that'll raise this. But man, yeah, it's gonna be tough. Let's see. Oh, turning 42 on the 19th. Nice, nice. I turned 43 this year. So I'm right there with you, my friend. I'm right there with you. We are the old guns here. So let's keep everyone at 40% here. We'll put these on auto so that they stay there. Oh, nice. You know, I didn't realize. We can change this now. Okay. So we're just going to tax everybody and keep them at 40. These guys will never get to 40. Nice. This is new. But you keep doing that with the auto taxes. The Germans wanted to steal the crown of Romans, even though their ancestors destroyed Western Roman Empire. Stop moaning in the 21st century. 40-year-old men are strong enough to exercise and have free time to play video games all day. In the past centuries, you'd be at the start or the end of your life. I know, this is true, right? This is true. I'd be almost dead in this time period. One of the more difficult things about being a parliamentarian has less to do with the debates in Prizren, but more with how to sell the debates and compromises to the people back home. Still, a local Saber member will often have an easier time explaining a new tax than would a collector sent by the central government in less representative systems. It seems that the Saber member in general, and the ones from Prilip in particular, have become so adept at defending policies that we have seen a resulting rise in the support of the central government as a whole. Oh, nice. Okay, we got 10% there. The past provides unrivaled opportunities for new futures. Hey, there you go. I like that. You have at least 40 more years. Yeah, we will see. I'm a type 1 diabetic. We'll see how much. I have at least 30 more years, I'll say. I'd make the argument that the Romans wrecked Rome, the Germans just gave a final push. Hey, Inyori turns 45 this year. All right, all right. Look at us. Look at all of us. We're holding it down here on stream. The western part of the empire was awfully run in many aspects. Yep. You would be a respected elder of your German or Algerian village. The modernists stole this from you. Embrace tradition, go back to the Middle Ages. Yeah, no. As a type 1 diabetic, if I lived in the Middle Ages, I would have died as a child. That's what would have happened. Oh, nice job. You turned 36 this year. Well, all right. Pretty much right there. You got the back pain. You're part of the back pain club, I am sure. All right. We're going to have to raise... We're going to really embrace minting here. We're going to go to about plus 25. We're going to take some loans so that we can get more things done here. Because, for instance... because we got very good pop promotion speed here. Right? What's our pop? Don't we get some from here? No. Oh yeah, you know, wheat is also profitable, so we can do that. And it costs 25, so let's get 100 in loans. Take some loans so that we can start making some stuff. Just checking these kids' food delivery here. All right. So now that we got that, since we got 100% control here, we're gonna max out wheat. And where are we with tools? Still kind of expensive. I would like to add one more silver, but like as it stands, we haven't even hired up the ones we already built. But yeah, we might as well do another one. Oh, hold on 1 second, everybody. I think we got a barbarian at the gate. All right, 2 seconds. All right, we are back. We are back. Apologies, everybody, but we get to add one to our barbarians at the gates here. My son clogged the toilet, and so he wanted to let me know, Dada, the water's not going down. Oh my God, buddy. All right, at least he came and got me instead of letting it letting it boil over. Reject fiscal responsibility, embrace inflation. That's what we're doing, man. That's what we gotta do. In the past, food delivery was foraging food. Yeah, I wish I could send these kids out to go forage. I wish. That would help me a lot right now. Not yet. I walk almost an hour. Oh, every day, so everything is still flexible. Very nice. That's good. That is so good. I wish I was more like you. But I'm getting the pains if you sleep weirdly and you look around like Batman all day. Yeah, I know. Yeah, now is the time when you wake up in the morning and you just hurt somewhere for no reason. Are burger loans a thing this time around? Not really, no. So when you take loans, we've taken them from the estates, though I think you're taking them from the nobility. Though eventually some of the Italian banks are going to buy these loans off of our estates. But the problem is when you take loans from the estate, the nobility gets more power. We really need to get more crown power here. But we also just generally need to get more tax base. So, unfortunately, it's just a thing we're going to have to live with for now. When this gets further along, I might bite the bullet and take one of these things. So I like that our estates are building us some roads. Did I have roads pinned? I always thought I did. Oh yeah, it was right there. No, that's proximity. All right, yeah, so we got some here. All right, one of the more difficult things about being a parliamentarian has less to do with the debates in prison, but more with how to sell the debates and compromises to the people back home. Still, a local Saber member will often have an easier time explaining the new tax than would a collector sent by a central government in less representative systems. It seems that the Saber members in general, and the ones from KOTOR in particular, have become so adept at defending policies that we have seen a resulting rise in the support for the central government as a whole. Yes. There we go. We're over 50%. That might do it for us. True barbarian. Worried about the plumbing without that. Yeah, that's right. Oh, hold on. Okay. Okay, we'll be right. I'll be right back. Sorry, everybody. Real quick. All right, we are back. Apologies, everybody. I think I'm good now. They're fed. Their food's here. They can reach their little food coma. Leave me alone for the rest of the stream. But we do get number 2 on the barbarian count. Yeah, Java, number 2, exactly. Hot take, you're not a barbarian if you don't talk like bar, bar, bar across his arms. Well, my daughter had her arms crossed because she was upset because she thought it was her job to come knock on my door, but my son beat her to it. So, of course, they were arguing about that. Ah, nice. Okay, so our parliament agreed. So we got bolstered crown authority for 10 years. All right. All right, all right, all right. So get a little bit more going on there. Yeah, arguing about, I was supposed to be the one to knock on Dada's door. I'm like, oh my god, you guys. I don't have time for this right now. I was not being serious. Oh, I think I missed something there. When I was a kid, we argued on who will hold the television controller or the mouse. Yeah, that's even more pedantic. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, they have plenty of pedantic fights. Trust me, trust me. In the morning, when we leave for school, we now have a schedule of who gets to press the elevator button when we go out into the hallway. It's ridiculous. Every morning, and I can never remember. Every morning I have to say to them, all right, whose elevator day is it? Because they used to fight over who gets to press the elevator button. I was like, you guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. Hey, DeWolfie, hello, hello. Something to listen to while driving home. Nice, nice, excellent. I hope I can do well for you there. A prospecting band of Transylvanian German miners has been walking across the mountains near Glubotia, near the settlement of Lecce. They claim to have found hints of the presence of gold under the surface. Of course, in order to get to the precious ore, we have to build a proper mining structure that will cost money. The investment is high, but the returns can make it incredibly profitable, as they expect it to be the biggest gold deposit in our realm. So get some... Oh, they'll change their raw good to gold. We got this research. So, this location of ours. So they're, oh, man. So they're fiber crops right now, but they'll change to gold, and they have about 40% control. Well, hell yeah, we're going to take that. Oh, it's a historical option. Now, what's the other option? Oh, we just get that. So this is going to cost us 46. We're going to have to take out another loan, probably, but we're going to do it. Oh, hell yeah. Well, then, you know what? As much as I would love to have somebody switch to centralization, I'm going to change that cabinet member. Oh, wait, I don't think I can do 2 increase control. Decisions now. Yeah, your son who served your daughter's responsibilities. Yeah, exactly. She was not happy about it. Ham, did you read the Vicky 3 expansion post release Steph diary thing? I did. Very interesting, right? I love that that Martin, the game director, is just like, look, I'm gonna be honest with all of you, here's what it is. But it sounds like they're hot at work. Hard at work. I don't know why I said hot at work. Hard at work. So yeah, very interesting. What did you think of it? But I can make the argument that Goths are a specific subset. Oh, I think I missed the beginning of that. Oh, oops, I was just linking the thing from Paradox Forum. My bad. Yeah, no worries. I wonder if history will treat our times the same as we treat the ancients. Yeah. Generalizations, time-induced forgiveness. We will see. Okay, so develop a province. Yeah. We can't do 2 of them. Now, right now, I'm increasing control in, like, our main province. Now, this is up to 95. The thing is, if we get rid of this, yeah, plus 18%. Well, see, we can get more tax base, actually, from the silver. So I think what we'll do is, eventually, we'll build a road from here to the capital. We'll get a little bit more proximity. And that will increase the amount we can get from here. So we'll keep our cabinet where they are for the moment. Yeah, AI doesn't do smart choices. It does things randomly and doesn't have proper adjacency over what it wants. Yeah, and I think the naval update has really highlighted that, because yeah, it's always kind of been there, but the fact that now the AI in Vicky 3 just doesn't build any navy is kind of made it so apparent. So it's interesting, they're just going to devote the next update to like AI, making the AI better. Despite all the rumors about Strumikan disloyalty, it turns out that the culture bond that flows between the magnates and the Serbian state runs deeper than their greed. Even with Byzantine meddling, the despot of Stremisa has remained unswayed. Stremisa will remain a part of the Kingdom of Serbia. Nice. Oh, good. Okay, so we're done with that. How happy are they? Can we annex these guys yet? Yeah. So we can start annexation. Let's do it. I guess, though, what are we getting off of them? Oh, yeah, we're getting 0.4 or 0.04. Yeah. Let's just annex them and get it over with. Hey, John, what's up? What's up? What did I miss? Started off with a new Serbia run here in the new update and new DLC. So we're right next to the Byzantine Empire, who the bulk of the immersion content is for. But it looks like there is going to be some spillover into us. But basically, we're going for an achievement where we got to eventually take Constantinople. So it's still early. We're just trying to get our economy up and running. And then we'll start making some military progress. How are you doing? Just Serbin. Yeah. In short, we're just Serbin, my friend. Is there a road to the gold? No, there isn't. Not yet. So we're going to have to build that. You know, how much... Oh, wait. Oh, wait, oh, wait, oh, wait, oh, wait. Oh, they're already... Oh, those sneaky nobility. They built us a road. Thank you for asking that. So it looks like we do have a road. All right, so our proximity is 45. Gravel road. Yeah, you know, we also could use favoring land over naval. Oh, it looks like we're actually doing pretty good with that. Because we get higher proximity speed through land. Yeah, I mean, we have control at about half. Not as bad as it could be. Which means this would be a nice place to eventually build a local governor. With the gold right there. I mean, it's not terribly far away. But still would be good. Race of Constantinople. It's basically what a lot of us are going to be doing in this world here, in this timeline. The people of Trebinji despair as their families and neighbors succumb to the relentless outbreak of smallpox currently spreading throughout the area. Neighborhoods once bustling with activity now echo with worry and uncertainty. Unfortunately, there's little we can do to stop the spread of the disease into our territory. Okay, so we're losing some prosperity here. All right. So we got some wheat going. Ham, show us the ethnic linguistic map of Crimea, to see if the Goths are in game. Oh, it's not gonna... Well, that's cultures. Yeah, I thought maybe there'd be a separate one. Now, when I guess the common languages would be the one. Yeah, I think that's the most we're gonna get. They're down with the sickness. Yeah. Oh, Goths should be a minority. I see, I see. Well, okay, let's see. So let's see. Crimean and Mongolian. That seems to be... Oh, there you go. Yeah, Gothic. So there is a Gothic culture. In that one little place right there. Alright, so what do we got here? Possible religious influence. Oh, what do we got? Okay, so what can we do? Organize a Paraphora Greek for procession. This takes an icon work of art on the road, relocating it to another location. Hold on, let's read this. As the icon travels, it will bring benefits to the location it passes through until it reaches its final resting place. So this will take 10 religious influence. How much do we have? Well, let's do it. Why not? Let's test it out. The White Angel. Oh no, we have a child that's sickly, and select the final destination. Well, I wanted to come back. All right. Your Majesty, a son has been born to King Stefan Urus IV Dusan Nemanjic. We are told that the baby is named Vuk Nemanjic. Sounds great. With another funny group, the Pontic Greeks, descendants of Mithridates. The resurgence of the Goth run confirmed. There you go. That would be kind of a cool stream to do. The Goth run. Could do some cosplay for that one. So we need some sturdy grains. Do we even have that anywhere? Yeah, we do. So I have it in a couple places. Oh, this is the subject that we're about to get. Okay. All right, so we can just stop inflation, which is good. Therefore is where you take a religious icon for a walk. Oh, nice. Okay. Ham with no kebab to remove. What's the plan here? So the plan, so basically what we're doing right now, oh, nice. The achievement that we want to get, we have to eventually go take Constantinople, which is going to be difficult in and of itself. So we need to build up a bit of a military. So first we need to build up a bit of an economy. We don't have one much of one. So right now the focus is economic. We are trying to get our tax base up. We have access to silver and gold. So if we could just get pop promotion going a little higher, we'll get the money we need. Then we build up the military, and then we start challenging the Byzantine Empire to just start rolling east. So that's the long-term plan here. Yeah. Cosplay with black nail polish, black leather. Oh wait, other goths. Yeah, exactly. How can I offend an actual culture the most? Julep shops for taste, yeah. Mithridates resisted the Roman Republic's expansion into Anatolia. I believe its primary enemies were power-hungry consuls, like the hilariously named Lucius Licinius Lucullus. Yeah. It's Greek now, so it's gyros. Gyros or gyros. I'll cover all my bases. Now, you can also use marketplaces. Yeah, we have one. All right, we've reached the age of Renaissance. Now, let's take a look here. I mean, we do need to do a bunch of military stuff, but that's not like... We need to get an economy before we can really do that. But all this stuff would be nice. So all this stuff would be nice, but... Ooh. Proximity speed plus 10. See, I would kind of like to take the thirst for knowledge. I think I might. Because it's going to be some time before we can actually battle the Byzantines with our military. So as much as all this stuff is nice, it's really going to be a standing... We'll be getting a standing army before we start battling them. So this stuff is actually going to be more beneficial. So we'll do an administrative focus. How much more research do we have here? All right, let's figure out our research. And so I want to get to that proximity cost. Tell me that's going to be like all the way down. I always forget where that is. Yeah, here we go. So I'll add that next. So it's added in. The scholarly treatises, revoke privilege costs, embrace institution, improve relations, loyalty of subjects, subject opinion. Yeah, so Not the most helpful stuff other than that proximity speed, or at least not it's helpful to what we immediately need. Then we're gonna go for this maximum RGO size. And then over here. And that'll be a good enough list for us for now. Euros. Yeah, we have talked about that before, yeah. Ham personally wants to own the best Euro shop in Constantinople. Yeah. Call it, Euro Cutses. Get your Euro cuts. Admin also gives you Deus Vault CB. Oh, nice. Yeah, okay. Very hands-on manager. Yeah, there you go. Kind of useless in his area. Wait, I don't know what you're referring to there. Yeah, the econ stuff is what we really need. Alright, so the Perifora of the White Angel from Prijapol to Prizren has ended. The people are celebrating as it arrives at its destination. Excellent. Alright. Cost of purchasing food, fine. Yeah, we're not going to do the pilgrimage thing. The following characters are appointed to the cabinet from non-crown estates. Oh, interesting they tell us that now. Oh, because we have somebody that we could put there. So he's pretty good at diplomacy. I think it's this guy. I think it's this one we need that needs diplomacy, right? But he's also very good at it. Change the side of values. Yeah, diplomacy. Oh, man. Though we could use this guy as a general if need be. When we finally get an army going. We'll leave it for now. I prefer administrative tech myself, but if the Ottomans cross the sea, that will be alarming. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the run and the goals, I feel like. Palman von Graz and his elite corps of Germanic warriors, called the Alemannic Guard, play a crucial role in safeguarding the kingdom and enforcing King Stefan Uros II Dusan Nemandjik's will. Under his command, the Alemannic Guard has become known for their discipline, valor, and loyalty, and it stands as a symbol of strength and stability during turbulent times. All right. I'm tempted to take a loan to expand the marketplace. We need 42. I think if we take... So we're going to take 3. We got a marriage, okay. And we're going to raise this. We're going to max that out. And then we're going to mint here. The Deus Vault CB is not very useful when you're surrounded by true Christian Orthodox nations. You know, that's actually... a good point you bring up there, because we had this problem in the Holland run. We need to get off of spiritualist. Otherwise, we're going to get a bunch of antagonism. We need to move toward humanist. I'm an atheist, which means I am convinced that God does not exist. But if God does exist, I am equally convinced the Orthodox Christianity is the correct religion. I think you can believe in a religion. Well, I don't know, I guess. Generally, I don't believe there is a correct religion. I think that's... Ah, okay, so we got professional armies in Paris. So... let's start getting some trade going. I'm not a dad, so my jokes are still somewhat lacking. I don't know. I think you've got the dad joke power in you there. All right. We are though at the 2-hour mark here, so we are going to get hit by ads here in a moment. So we do have to pay homage to the gods of ads here. So we're going to take a quick 90-second break and be right back. All right, and we're back, all right. Oh, what did I miss? They're all correct in different ways and all wrong in the same way. Ha, so yeah, I'm on board with that. That's how I feel. The correct religion is whichever I'm the head of faith. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the correct religion is whichever one I get to lead. That's my religion right there. Yes, just said Harris Victoria 3 devout. Perfect timing. How could the Orthodox religion not be the correct one? You papist. When God tested us with Mongol, Turks, and other barbarians, and granted us intercontinental nuclear weapons to defend ourselves. Sounds like you're not much of an atheist, my friend. The one where I wear the hat. It's all about the hat game, right? All right. Oh, yeah, I would like to get some trade going with Paris. Wait, why are we importing gold? All right, so let's lower this. And by lower, I mean get rid of. And then let's figure out. Is there anything we can bring in from Paris. What can we import? Oh, I wonder, do we not have enough trade distance? Oh no, we can. Oh, sturdy grains. It'll be unprofitable. So we'll do that. And then... and we'll give the rest back to the auto trade. That's the joke, Ham Cuts, that even atheists here are supportive of their country's religion. Eh. Oh, hey, Paisley Trees. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. How are you? Nice, some E5. Maybe I'll finally learn this game. Haha, very nice. Hold on. I gotta give you a shout out, my friend. I'm always trying to remind myself how to do this. Yes. Everybody check out Paisley Trees. Excellent, excellent channel to watch. Excellent civilization content going on, among many other things. And we got the new Civ update coming soon. So good to see you. Yeah, so there's a new EU5 just released a new DLC and update yesterday, so we're all kind of learning some new content here from it. Yeah, thank you, thank you. As the Irish Troubles joke said, you might be an atheist, but are you Catholic atheist or Protestant atheist? Yeah, well played right there. Yeah. I don't know what type of Christian atheist I am, or if I'm a Christian atheist at all. I'm a Catholic Sunni atheist. If we're going by family lineage. All right, so let's see what kind of education, a military ability. All right, let's give you military. All right, we need more control. You know, I need more control in my life. We can get some more tax efficiency, or just kind of like generally raise the control we have here. Well, actually, we have a good amount here, so if we could just get this hired up, it's actually moving along quite well. And control is actually pretty high now. So that's good. How are we with those marketplaces? Because boy oh boy could we use the additional trade. For trade capacity. So we're still at about 9,000 levies. I suppose the Byzantines are greatly surpassing us. Oh, not by much, actually. Alright, so the Renaissance has sparked up in Parma. We can definitely trade over there. I want to take a look at what the suggested trades are before I take the trade capacity away from the auto queue there. So what could we get here from Parma? Actually, wait, what market are they in? The Xena market. Okay. so let's take a look here, because we need to get the Renaissance spreading to us. So we can... we can import some liquor. Why not? It'll be profitable. And then... what about population needs? No? Alright. So give us... 1.25 and give us our liquor import so that we can get the Renaissance. Well, that okay, and that's good. That'll kind of cover the hit we're taking on this trade with Paris. So let's take a look at the institutions. I feel like I heard like a little bit of thunder. I can't tell if that was in the game or outside my window because what I can see, there's like no clouds in the sky. But I don't feel like that was in the game. Maybe that's what I get for talking about all the having that religious discussion. I didn't declare what religious atheist I am. So now the clouds are now the sky is thundering with no clouds. Speaking of religion, Gork or Mork? Which one? Whichever you answer is wrong. Well, if I can be wrong either way, that's like the story of my life right there. I feel right at home with a choice like that. That's like every day with my kids. Like, alright, here's what we're gonna have for lunch. I don't like that. Alright. Well, how about this other thing that you absolutely love all the time? No, I don't like that. Things I want for lunch, and they're all wrong. I did make Zeus mad, where you can, like, pay off. Alright, and we're back. We got another barbarian at the gate. Poor little guy. I want to play that shark game that I always play. Poor little guy. I can't put your shark game on because I'm playing a game. His sister is supposed to be helping him. Oh, man. Refresh. Wait, what happened? Refresh. Refresh what? Did I do something? Did I do something I shouldn't have? How old are your kids? Oh, you got a 2-year-old. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah. I have 2 of them. I have a daughter who's 8 and a son who's 6. And they're both home. Whenever both the kids are home, I never stream when they're home. It's either when they're not home or when they're sleeping. But unfortunately, today's my first stream with the new content. They're home, so I'm giving it a try. So that's why we have... oh yeah, I can't see my mouse on here. Yeah, wait, why can't I see my mouse on the screen? Oh, there we go. That's why I have this barbarians at the gates thing. This is how many times they've interrupted me during the stream. 2-year-old though, that's so nice. That's so nice. Especially if they're not mobile yet. They're not mobile. They don't cause as much trouble. Although I shouldn't say that. They don't cause as much trouble, but they're even more needy, I guess. Yeah, I just wants to spend some time with Dad. Poor little guy. Mean old Dad. Actually, he was very cute. When I first started the stream, he was like watching something on his iPad on the couch, and he's like, "I'm recording too, Dada." I'm like, aw, good job, little buddy. Oh, it just skipped and lagged, but it's back. Ooh, okay. Damn. Well, I hope Okay, I'll keep an eye on this. We're back, baby. Internet issues. Okay, first thought, it's me. Second thought, it's him. Third thought, it's going down. Yeah. You never know. You never know. Every now and then I have those issues. Fond memories of nap. Yeah. Fond memories of nap time. It's funny. Now that my kids have drained me of all my energy, I now need a nap time around 3:30 every day. All right, we can join an international organization here. What do we have going on? Oh, for these guys to get independence. Well, we're not going to be able to affect that. Man, I would really like to stop taking inflation here. Don't have kids, but I am the eldest son among many siblings, so I can relate somewhat. Yeah, I know how you feel too. I'm a little bit, I have two younger brothers. I'm a little bit older than them. My one brother, I'm 5 years older than, and my youngest brother, I'm 8 years older than. And my youngest brother, I very much remember him as like a baby and a kid. Like I changed his diapers at one point in his life. And there was a period of time where I didn't let him forget it. Whenever he would get smart with me, I'd be like, hey, I changed your diapers. And that would really piss him off. All right, so we have banking in Xena. Oh, nice. So we have two institutions that are in the same market. So we're kind of killing two birds with one stone here with this trade. So that's nice. One of them is an artist. What does the other one do? She's really into basketball, actually. It seems to be her thing. Oh, actually, she's also... We have her doing an acting and singing class. And so she's really into that. And it's so funny since my profession is in theater. But she acts like... she acts like I don't know anything about what she's doing. Like, you know, if you need some help with anything, I can help you. She's like, no, Dad, you can't. I'm like, no, this is what I do. It's like, okay, Dad, that's cute. We can lower our cost of court because we're at 100 now. Or maybe we can't. Oh, you're talking about the siblings. Oh no, well, none of them are an artist. My one brother is like does IT. He does a lot of he works as an IT person, and then my youngest brother he works in finance, but he works in like coding for like financial programs and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what they do. I'm old enough to be a dad. If somebody said, oh, interesting, turned 34 today. Oh, today you turned 34. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to DeWolfie. Very nice. I hope you have some fun plans for the day. You know, other than watching me here. Oh, did you say somebody, your brother, made some art piece you had there? Or is it some other relative? Oh, you might be thinking of, I have some sand art on the wall there. I have a cousin back in Algeria who's very much into sand art. So maybe you're thinking of that. No, I'm the artist of the family. My brothers are not. Although my one brother was a musician growing up. He's very musically inclined. But he doesn't really do it anymore. Yeah, so it's a cousin. Yeah, not a brother. All right. Man, okay. We still have not really increased much in terms of... I mean, tax base has gone up a little bit. I mean, the inflation definitely isn't helping us. We can't tax anymore. I suppose we can cut the stability investment a little bit. I think... You know, we're going to have to bring this down. We're at 100 now, so actually we can afford it. And then let's bring this down to a point where we can start... I mean, I'll probably very much regret doing that. Oh, we're not even at a place where we can lower it. Oh, this is interesting. The inflation is not going down. Huh. I have not seen that before. Well, that's interesting. Alright. Well, we're not losing money. We could start trying to pay some of these loans off. Slowly but surely. Because it was beneficial. We took the loans. We now have the expanded marketplaces. And so we'll get extra trade revenue. We also use some of the money to expand the tools here. We're getting extra money off of that. Yeah, inflation is not going down. I relate to that too much. I know, right? Why is the inflation not going down? Yep. I keep printing money left and right, and for some reason, the inflation is not going down. Maybe my economics classes misguided me. Scholars have discovered ancient documents tracing the heritage of the Nemanjic dynasty back to Julius Caesar himself. This must be used to our advantage. Ooh, man, I wish I'd gotten this later when this is a full 5% down. Because we're going to be going down in this, but you know what? We'll just take it right now, get back up to 100. Ivan Srasimir has impressed many in the country with his proactivity and capable leadership skills, as well as his efforts to fit in the Serbian court. However, it would seem that he has not cut all ties to his countrymen in the Kingdom of Bulgaria. He has been pushing for better relations with his homeland, Kingdom of Bulgaria, and has offered to leverage his contacts in the Bulgarian court to push the king to adopt a more friendly position towards us. Okay. Sure. Oh, or we could get plus 10 prestige. Well, hold on, though. We have good relations with Bulgaria. We don't need even more. So let's take the prestige. And I believe you mentioned... Yeah, Angela Merkel. But my memory says yes. Yeah, when I went over there, when they gave that to me, I went over to my cousin's studio. And him and the person he works with to do it, they were doing this big, sand art portrait of Angela Merkel. And it was, actually, commissioned by her. So they were, actually creating it for her and giving it to her. It's actually really cool. It's crazy, how the detail that they can create on a canvas with just art or with just sand. It's amazing, really. I love it. I have a couple of them around my apartment here. All right, construction speed. Yeah, so we can get, if the more we can pay these down. The other thing is these loans are going to come due. Yeah, 7 months. Yikes. I don't know. I don't know why this actually isn't going down, though. When I'm offline, I'm going to have to look up why that would be. I have not encountered that in the game yet. All right, what are we researching? Institution growth, that'll be nice. Nothing, though, economically that will help us. Yeah, we're not going to do the pilgrimage. Oh, we can intervene in the Hungary Salzburg War. Are we going to do that? No, we're not going to do that. Last thing I want is to go into debt over somebody else's war. if only more politicians thought that way. Aw, sickly. Oh, poor little Vuk. Alright, well, let's give you an administrative education. Ooh. One of our cabinet members is now deceitful. See, alright, so something I really need to just bite the bullet on right now. We need more crown power. We have a member of the crown estate that we can put on the cabinet. They're not as good as this person. But we'll get more power out of it. So, Simeon Eros Sinisa Nemanjic. We'll do that. We'll get a little bit more crown power out of it. You know, actually, now that I think about it, isn't there something else we could do here? No, monthly legitimacy. Nah, I thought maybe there was something we could do that would give us more crown power. Nope. Well, one thing we could do is, which one of these? Yeah, the Royal Court. We need 167 ducats, which we don't have. The Royal Garden. Yeah, we don't need that right now. Well, poop on that. That's what I say to that. Let's take a look at how our trades are going here. Alright, let's see if we've made any progress on the institution spreading to us with those trades. Alright, so in the market center, we're getting a little bit of addition here. It hasn't spread to us. It hasn't actually spread to us. But it needs to get to our market center first. I mean, eventually in this run, we're going to want to create our own market. But we're a little far off from that right now. We bring sad news. Simonida Paliagolus... Paliologos has died at the age of 51. She was our ruler's distant cousin. Oh, a distant cousin. Okay. If you want inflation to go down, just say so. You just say it and it happens. Yeah, exactly. It's like Michael Scott in Bankruptcy. I declare inflation gone. I declare no inflation. Let's see, did it work? Did it work? No, it didn't work. I just didn't believe it enough. All right, what can we get here? Royal monopoly on trade. We have 5% more trade income. Yeah. Develop the interior. Establish a noble garrison law. Hocus pocus, no, inflation is the focus. If I ever make a t-shirt, I'm gonna put that on the t-shirt. Hocus pocus, no, inflation is the focus. Honestly, I should put that on a protest sign next time there's a protest here in New York. Okay, so we get garrison size. Canonical law. Prevent noble enclosure. What does that mean? Enclosure protected. Oh, interesting. Okay. What about members of the burghers? Rural crafts charter. Sponsor cathedral. So there's nothing great. Okay, hold on though. So we start this at 53%. We could do that and do it really to just change laws. Because I forgot. When free elections happen in Libya, Gaddafi Jr. will definitely win. Oh, interesting. I don't know the details. I'll have to look that up. Okay, so we could get more proximity here. We'll get more decentralization, but that's not what I was looking for. No, what's the one to favor the ruler? I forget which law it is. I thought it was in royal court. Is it not? Oh, estate. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Distribution of power. This is what I want. Favor the ruler. So what we're going to do is we'll take this. So we start at 62%, and we're going to change laws here. And I already forgot what it was called because I have the brain of a goldfish. Here we go. Distribution of power. Yeah, favor the ruler. What is memory? Can't remember. Exactly. And I believe after a decade of failed state Israel servitude, the people of Syria will re-elect Bashar al-Assad. Yeah, we shall see. We shall see. Everything is up in the air now. I saw Tinder Swindler the other day. Man, scammers are scary. Oh, I don't even know what that is. Alright. So we move more towards land, which actually would be beneficial to us. Yeah, we will take this. Support for land focus. Alright, so that puts it... We don't want to piss everybody off. We're at 41. We're going to get events that might bring us above 50, so we'll continue from there. Alright, so now we're going to start implementing the distribution of power law, get a little bit more crown power. Money is still an issue, although we can finally pay back one of these loans. Yay, 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 yay. Alas, Sarir Bashir. Bashar, yeah. I don't know who Tinder Swindler is, but whoever bought all the Steam controllers and is trying to sell them for 2.5 times the price should suffer. I forget who was telling me about that. I think it was Java was telling us about that, right? Yeah, that there's like a big shortage of them. They're all being sold for crazy amounts now. Although, do we know for sure it's not Steam doing it? Just to raise the price and the demand of it? One of the more difficult things about being a parliamentarian has less to do with the debates in Prizren, but more with how to... Okay, hold on. I've been doing this all stream. How to pronounce Izren. Prizren. 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 Okay, I'm going to stop mispronouncing that. So one of the more difficult things about being a parliamentarian has less to do with the debates in Prizren, but more with how to sell the debates and compromises to the people back home. Still a local Saber member. You know, I feel like I've actually read this event a couple times now. It seems that the Saber members in general and the ones there in particular, yeah, we get 10% support. All right. I think this is like the third time I've read that event. And now we're above 50%, which is good. The way to help poor memory are to take notes. If you remember to take notes, I know. The older I get, the more I need to become like Guy Pearce in Memento and just start writing it on my arms and stuff, and then tattooing it there. You know, like I don't even know what is the most important thing that I would need to tattoo to myself to remember. When you forget everything, what's the most important thing? No, my favorite corporation can't be evil. Yep, just think about that sentence for a second. No, my favorite corporation can't be evil. The answer is always, they probably are. The army is in many ways the most influential internal force in Prizren, and the members of the Saber who come from and are loyal to this influential organization have been persuaded to vote in favor of the current proposition. Excellent. No, we'll take the 5% support. Actually, you know, I picked this just because of its... What are we getting from it? Exclusive hunting rights. Oh, okay. Oh, well, these guys will get 10 estate satisfaction, so actually that's good. And more importantly, we won't lose 7 stability from it failing. The Arabs are comically divided, even within same ideologies. The Baathists in Syria and the Baathists in Iraq fought each other for decades. Is true. Although I wouldn't say comically divided. Probably just as much divided as it seems everybody else in the world is right now. Some dude that scammed a woman on Tinder for years. Oh, a true crime documentary about him. Oh, now you've piqued my interest. A true crime documentary about someone scamming people on Tinder. That's what I'm going to be watching tonight. Actually, no, that's not true. Because tonight I'm going to be streaming more of this. Our people, lost in a sea of change, have begun to call back to the practices of their ancestors. They seek to better harmonize rather than adapt their communities to the environment. They maintain long-held local traditions, grow a great variety of non-cash crops, and explore medical practices that had been dismissed as nonsense by recent generations. This renewed focus greatly strengthens our communities, but it also encourages decentralized governance as a sense of local independence. We ought to decide if letting the people stick to the ways of old is a benefit or a threat to the state. So we don't generally like traditional economy. Ooh, okay, so for here, we get progress for capital economy. We also get research progress. Oh, the commoners will be displeased in some... Okay. We get 25 trade advantage. How much would that really help us, actually? Where would that put us? Oh, no, not trade profit. Yeah, trade advantage. Oh, we're currently second. Would we actually go above the market owner? Okay. Let's do it. Yeah, you indeed have read this event a few times. Yeah. Finally caught up to me. My memory remembered that. Full support for Syrian left-wing Baathism. Your name, I guess. Oh, I don't know. I missed what you were referring to there. I tattoo, remember to spend your authority and influence before unpausing, right on my forehead. And well, anybody who watches my Victoria 3 streams, I realize now what I should tattoo on myself is build universities. That's really what I need. The most important thing, forgot. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, the conversation happening on YouTube versus the one on Twitch. The duality of man. I know. Usually, it usually happens that way quite a bit. And me just going through both. Trust me, they're comically divided. I would know because Greeks are probably, historically speaking, one of the most divided nations. We have a dozen civil wars. Yeah. What do you mean by comically, though? What is the YouTube conversation about? At the moment, it's about the civil wars in the Arab world, I guess. Apparently about politics in Libya and Syria, right? Yeah, that's where that's coming from. Yeah. Yeah, somehow. I like never build universities until it's kind of late. Yeah. Yeah, I know, me too. What's funny is in all the tutorial videos I do for Victoria 3, I always say, don't sleep on universities. Don't sleep on universities. And the very first thing I always do in every Victoria 3 run is sleep on the universities. Ah, all right. Our parliament issue passed. Nice. So these guys are very happy now. I just wish I could tax them more. They get so much money if they have 85% estate satisfaction. I just need to just tax them. Yep, build university sounds correct for Ham. Yeah. I need to put it on both arms, just in case. Divided in a comical way, even within the same ideologies and philosophies, a lot of splinter groups, for example. Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, if you're talking about the Arab world, I mean, that's like a large ethnic group you're talking about. We are very large and diverse. That's one of the things that is kind of interesting about being Arab, is that I never realized this until someone pointed out to me that we're one of the only ethnicities that really span so many continents, religions, nationalities. So it is a very large sample size you're talking about. Yeah, your pops are very wealthy but can't read. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, that's kind of where we're at right now. Oh, I think we're almost able to pay back another loan. You can see our income is like slowly going back up. I still don't understand why. There must be some type of estate thing we have. There are 400 plus million Arabs. They're very populous, but they are extremely weakened because of their internal divisions. They've lost almost every modern war they fought against Iran, Israel, etc. Well, first off, it does kind of seem like Iran is winning the current war against the United States. And when I say it seems like, it's because they are. Secondly, the Arab world isn't in the state it's in because of internal conflicts. The Arab world is where it's at because of external Western interference. People have been bombing and interfering in the politics of the Arab world for decades now. That's why it's at where it's at. I mean, you can't say Iraq is where it is right now because of internal struggles. After spending the beginning of the 2000s, the United States just bombing them. That kind of has an effect. Yeah, Iran is winning. But the USA is like, we are winning because our winning looks different. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. The way the United States is winning the war with Iran is basically like me saying right now, I'm winning because I don't want a lot of income. I like having this low amount of income right now, so I'm winning. All right. You know, okay, we're gonna... Oh, what's this? Like many states of similar size, the outward unity of Serbia is partly a mirage. Locally, any city, estate, or even village may have its own rules and laws since time immemorial. Eager to reduce inconsistent legal legislation... Eager to reduce inconsistent legislation in our country, our king has been withdrawing privileges and issuing new nationwide directives to bring order to the chaos. This is, however, not always immediately successful, with a recent government directive outright being ignored in one part of our country. King Stefan Uros IV Dusan Nemanjic's authority is in question. Ooh. So for 20 years, Kosovo is going to get local legal reform. Hey, the nobles' power goes down. Oh, wait. Oh, no. And we gain control. Hey, this is a great event for us. I like it. What would you expect when a bunch of rulers draw your national borders? Yeah, after a war you didn't have a stake or interest in. Yeah, exactly. Like... The borders in the Arab world were drawn by the way that my kids make drawings. And then, just like when my kids show it to me, sometimes you have to look at it and go, oh, this is great. Wonderful. You cannot scream foul play. Everyone understands that the West has kneecapped the Arab world in the past and still does, USA mainly. But the internal divisions are equally, if not more important. No. I mean, there is internal divisions, don't get me wrong. A lot of the internal divisions, though, are because the West has crippled central governments. So, you cannot scream foul play. Yeah, I can scream foul play when people invade you and bomb you for decades and centuries. That's foul play. Like, sorry. 100%. Global recession, sign me up, says Trump. Yeah, exactly. That's what he's looking for. It's weird how modern wars are won, though. I don't fear for my life living in the U.S. amidst a war, but the civilians of Iran have definitely lost. I know, and that's kind of the problem, is that part of the reason why politicians in the U.S. can get away with, like, military operations is because it's felt so little here. We're never under threat of attack. Now, what's interesting is we're finally at a point where this is a war where we are feeling effects. Like the Iraq War, I remember it was so hard to get people to, like, care about it because it had such a little effect on people here. Now, the war in Iran, at least, has some type of financial effect on people. It does still feel kind of disgusting. They have to be like, you have to care about this war because your gas price is high, as opposed to, like, the loss of life. But yeah, that is kind of the problem, is that you don't feel anything here. The fact that Iran is holding its own, and as you said, winning against the USA, the Arab Gulf states and Israel further proves my point. The Gulf states have irreparably damaged a decade of attempts. Well, first off, Iran doesn't represent internal struggles in the Arab world. I mean, there are Arabs in Iran, but Iran is not an Arab country. To diversify their economy with tourism, banking, and whitewashing their regimes, their skyscraper hotels on flames, I think, is going to damage middle-class tourism in the Gulf for at least a decade. Yeah, but for example, the people you're talking about, like the Saudis doing that in Saudi Arabia, who put those people in charge of Arabia? How did the Saudis end up becoming the leader of Arabia? It wasn't from internal struggle in Arabia. Disturbing news has reached us from Yashkul, and we recently received the following report from there. Alas, our ships enter the port, but of 1,000 sailors, hardly 10 are spared. We reach our homes, our kindred, our neighbors come from all parts to visit us. Woe to us, for we cast at them the darts of death. Whilst we speak to them, whilst they embraced us and kissed us, we scattered the poison from our lips. Going back to their homes, they in turn soon infected their whole families, who in 3 days succumbed and were buried in one common grave. Priests and doctors visiting the sick returned from their duties ill and soon were numbered with the dead. O death, cruel, bitter, impious death, which thus breaks the bonds of affection and divides father and mother, brother and sister, husband and wife, lamenting our misery. We feared to fly, yet we dared not remain. Yeah, aka the Black Death is here. Iraq, for example, before the U.S. turned it into a failed state, unimaginable poverty, they bombed Iraq back to Stone Age, literally. It was internally divided. Shias, Sunnis, Kurds argued. Yeah, but the first involvement in Iraq wasn't the Iraq War that began in 2003. This was long before that. I'm not sure what effects you mean. You obviously won every week. Exactly. Exactly. They went from a Western-aligned monarchy to a pro-Soviet dictatorship and a pro-West dictatorship. Iran is Persian. Yeah. And already defeated the Arabs before. I don't think you understood my point. I don't think I did, no. Also, Iran never formally colonized. Unlike North African and Levant Arab countries, where divide and conquer was a documented strategy that's led to the internal divisions today, yeah. Also very true. There's much less outward expansion, I guess you'd say. The Saudis are Wahhabists, a radical Puritan interpretation of Islam, despite being defeated by the Egyptians. Muhammad Ali and Ibrahim Pasha, in the name of the Ottoman Sultan they preserved. The British also tried to get rid of them. Yeah. I mean, that's all well and good, but none of what you're saying disproves the fact that what has happened in the Arab world is the decimation of it by Western powers. Like, that is kind of just a matter of fact. Recently, a most scandalous occurrence happened amongst the Vastella. Had word gotten out, it would have been a social disaster of catastrophic proportions. Thankfully, our censorship policy ensured that this whole event was swept under the rug before the rest of society could find out. Okay, so they get more satisfaction. So, this is a tough one, huh? The Vostella will lose 20% estate satisfaction. They're at 74, so we can afford it. They'll stay above 50. We'll get 10 towards plutocracy, but we are so far over to aristocracy. See, the thing I hate about this, though, is we'll get 10 towards plutocracy, but we're getting 0.27 a month toward aristocracy anyway, so is this kind of a waste? Actually, so we could lose 20 estate satisfaction from them because their equilibrium is at 82. So now that I think about it, we absolutely can do that. So we will take that. The Bishop of Nice reports that the local monastic communities are growing at an unprecedented speed. The estates of a local monastery in Prokopol have in fact grown so big and are so well kept that they have become the envy of our local administrator. The governor has become entangled in a conflict with the monks over where exactly the demarcation between their lands and those of the kingdom goes. The time has come for central authorities to step in and settle the dispute. Helping the monastery would undoubtedly secure their gratitude, but this could also be an opportunity to get hold of more land for the state. So where's this? Look at more development. Okay. We could use more there, but 0.25 development. 0.25 development is 0.25 development. Yeah, we'll take that. Can we pay another loan yet? No, we need 40. Okay. Oh boy. All right, Max. Got a bit of a novel going here. There's a very strong internal disagreement and factionism in the Arab world between secularists and Islamists. Even with these factions, there are many divisions. Of course, the West fuels it. Why do you put West in parentheses? Not sure what you mean there. You know, as my father said, nobody can take measurements for your coffin if you don't allow them. What? China and Vietnam, for example, presented a unified front and proved that imperialism is a paper tiger. Oh my god, my guys. So it's the Arab world's fault that they got bombed and invaded because, you know, they should have just united and fought it off. It's really their fault if you think about it. My guy, come on now. You can't possibly believe that. What is going on in YouTube chat? Yeah, I know, right? I don't know. Oh boy. So how do you think this game's development is going versus Civ 7? Oh, interesting question, right? I think that... So it's interesting. I think that this game started off much stronger than Civ 7 did, right? What I find interesting about this is that so many people... It's kind of like Civ 7. So many people were so enthusiastic for this game's release. And it released in a very strong state, unlike Civ 7 did. And so everybody was so gung-ho about it. But then it's interesting is that there were some issues with the game. So it took a little bit of time for everybody to kind of come off the high of the release. So there wasn't... for this game, there wasn't as much urgency in the development as there is with Civ 7. They're still developing this game, and there's been some very big issues that they've had to fix. But I think the devs here were afforded a little more time because of the initial how well the initial release of the game was. Whereas I think with Civ 7, because the initial release got so much criticism, it does kind of feel like there's much more urgency with the Civ 7 development. But there's still a lot of development happening with this game, a lot of fixes coming. So I would say this one is going very well. Though I have to say, I think the development of Civ 7, this new update, I am so very much looking forward to it. I was fearful at one point that, like, is Civ 7 kind of dead, right? Like, it was getting such bad, feedback, and I was worried about where the game would go. But after going through like the Firaxis workshops, I do really feel like, yeah, on May 19th, Civ 7 is back. Though I don't feel like it was ever fully dead. It's Civ. I still really enjoyed Civ 7. I say I enjoyed Civ 7. I really enjoyed. I don't know, but I did enjoy it. But I think the game is going to be, I think people, the wider audience now is going to be very, very happy with it. Yeah, what's in the new update? Playing as one Civ. No more legacy paths, new victory conditions. I will say, in a nutshell, what I very much liked about playing the new content for Civ 7 was, previously, when Civ 7 first came out, I don't know, it just kind of felt like I wasn't playing Civ. It was like a completely different game. And I can't really pinpoint the exact thing. Like, yeah, not being able to play as one Civ was like that, maybe. But the thing I loved about the new content coming out is that when I was playing it, I was like, this feels like Civ again. And I find it difficult because I can't pinpoint the exact thing that makes me feel that way. I think it's just a bunch of little things that they've all brought together in such a well done way. I'm very much looking forward to May 19th. Is it a new game mode or permanent change? It's a permanent change, but you now will have the option to play as one Civ or to Civ switch. So it'll be up to you. Yeah, I haven't played Civilization 7 in a while. I guess I'll play it again on the 19th of May. Yeah, definitely should. If anybody who put down Civ 7, it is absolutely worth it to pick it back up on May 19th and then reevaluate it. Because I think you'll be very, very happy with it. All right, let's see. They found willful agents within the Arab world. Half of Saddam's army was bribed by the CIA and refused to fight. I mean, you said it right. Yeah, they're bribed by the CIA, refused to fight. That's called Western involvement, my friend. Vietnam was also invaded, but they did not allow them to sow dissent. Also, we're talking about things that happened long before. This is stuff that's happened long before even Vietnam, you know? Like, European colonialism out into the Arab world is also part of it. All right. You could keep your Civ and some small bonuses. Yeah. Oh, they allowed that in Humankind as well. Yeah, I got Humankind on, like, one of those free things. I have to go back and check it out. I mean, I heard that one was kind of mixed too, but just any type of Civ game, it's always worth checking out. Same thing with like Ara History Untold. That one had a good idea behind it. I haven't checked it out since they did all the updates on it. So that one was kind of... I wanted more from that one too. But unfortunately, we are at our stopping point for this session today. But I will be continuing more of this tonight. So tonight we'll be doing more of this run in EU5. That'll start around 8:30 Eastern time. So that'll be in about 7 hours from now, wherever you are in the world. Endless Legend 2 is okay. Oh yeah, I've never played that one. Heard about it. I gotta try that out sometime. I wish more games had demos. I wish I could, you know, back in the day, you used to be able to get a demo of a game. Find out if you want to play it. Vietnam was colonized for longer and more brutally. This is irrelevant. Okay, my friend. Once again, your defending of European colonialism is always astounding to me. Oh yeah, Inyori, now I have to actually go to work. Oh no! Oh yeah, do I have a raid target? Sorry, you're right. We should raid into somebody here on Twitch. Who's playing? I actually don't know anybody who's playing here. Who we got? Who do we got? I don't know. Oh, you know who we're gonna raid into? My friend Toady here is doing some City Skylines. That's a Paradox game. Watch some City Skylines action. We're gonna do that. So, oh, it's okay. I'll tune in later. Yeah. Nice, nice. Oh, wait, could you please... Oh, yeah. Could you please just answer one question about the game? Yes, go for it. Sorry, I was looking for raid targets. I didn't see that. What do you got? What's your question? Petrol Arabs are also not supportive of olive oil Arabs. This is fact. What does that mean? Yeah, I don't know, Max. You saying that the invasions of the Arab world is their fault because they succumb to Western influences. I don't know. Yeah, why are we mixing the Arabs with food? I have no idea. Yeah, Deutscher, if you're still there, yeah, go for it. What's your question? Before we jump off here. Unless you asked it already, I don't know. Maybe we lost him. Oh, there he is. Is EU5 worth it? I'm a Paradox fan. I played Vicky 3, CK2, and 3, EU4, Hoi 4. But here in Brazil is expensive, around $70. Is it worth it in your opinion? I'll say this. Victoria 3 is my favorite Paradox game. As a Victoria 3 fan, I very much enjoy this game. They borrowed a lot of the Victoria 3 economic system. You have like all of your buildings and your economy and everything, and yet they do handle the economy slightly different than Victoria 3 does. So it's not like you're just playing Victoria 3 in the Renaissance, right? So I would say personally, yeah, I think this game is very much worth it. I think it's a game that they try to incorporate a little bit of the other three Paradox games. So Victoria, Crusader Kings, and Hearts of Iron. I think once you get the handle of the game, I think you'll see a little bit of influence of those three games into this one. So yeah, I would say it's worth it. That does sound a little expensive. But I think it's still... They had a sale going. I don't know if the sale is still going. But it was a certain percentage off. So now might be the time to do it if it's still going. But yeah, personally, I would recommend it. All right. So, if you're on Twitch, stick around for the raid. If you're on YouTube, this will be a goodbye. But thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for chatting along. Oh, thank you. It's not... Oh, and it was only 10%. That sucks. Okay. Yeah, maybe wait again, because it'll probably be on a bigger sale at some point. You know Paradox and their sales. But yeah, thank you, everybody. So hopefully I'll see everybody back again in about 7 hours from now. We'll be continuing this run. But thank you for watching, and as always, be awesome, my friends. I will see you next time.